So I have to explain what we've done with the EduTech portal, which is a free digital pedagogical resources of major scientific and cultural institutions in France, public institutions. So what policies should be put in place to support the digital resources? Because we don't share about this, but our ministry is the Ministry of Education, but we have to deal in France with the Ministry of Culture, and we don't share necessarily the same point of view on notably on the copyright problems. But we've done something with all of stakeholders. So what was the point at the beginning? We launched the EduTech portal in 2013. And first, we have to deal with a one-to-one negotiation with the institutions. And for example, first, we deal with 12. We begin with 12 partners, but only the four I put on the slide. Only for the one, we need if all schools subscribe to their proposals. They have to spend 38 million euros. And they say to us, you have only 1 million euros per year to do a big deal with the stakeholders and the partners, the cultural partners. So we relieved the challenge, and we did it. So we first begin with 12, and as you see, we are now with 30. But maybe we will less in a few times because all the stakeholders, all the partners don't play the same game with us. So we have also to say enough is enough if you don't play the game. So we cannot be partners. So also keep in mind that when we begin this portal, there were millions of resources on the web, and it was also the promotion of the open educational resources with the Declaration of Paris at the UNESCO. So we are in the same way, but we've done it. We also offer to be useful. We think that the partners have to be confident. So we accept that the resources they give us could be totally usable and reusable freely in the scholar context, which means they have to be sure that there were only teachers and students who use the resources for pedagogical purpose. So it's not really educational resources or open educational resources, as you know. It's resources to teach and learn in a school context, with digital. So we did it first, and we exchanged, and we have a lot of discussion, but we have common terms on using the digital resources for school. On the other side, our partners, and it's the same when we deal with the publishers also, our partners have to keep in mind that we are an organization with pupils, which means minors to be protected, minors to be considered, and we have to be careful with all the privacy. So first, we have to keep in mind that we can share, we can collaborate, we can have many things to do, but the tools and the services we put at the front of the users must be sure for this purpose. So also our partners have to accept that some of the resources must be downloadable resources and free to use and reuse, but downloadable because of as we are a ministry, we have to be sure that we can say, and we can be sure that the minister can say that we can use it everywhere anywhere you learn and anywhere you teach. So it's very important because all the Wi-Fi and all the conditions are not the same on different territories and on different schools. We have also to address every topics, because if you are sport teachers, you have to be also considered, as well as the mathematics, as well as the history and geography teacher. And we have to be respectful of the freedom, pedagogical freedom, because it's a principle in our country to propose and to make sure that teachers accept and use freely what we've done. So it's a big deal, a big challenge as a ministry, because you have to offer, you have to prepare, you have to promote, but you're not sure that it will be successful necessarily. But the purposes we have are quite simple. And if I say that with the resources, the promotion, the developing resources, we want to have resources who can be searched, identified by teachers, by pupils, who can be selected, who can be read, comment, but also use and reuse, aggregate, to create, to share and publish. And I think that it corresponds to the key competencies of the 21st century. So it's not digital resources only for consuming. It's not only free to consume and to read, to see. It's really to manage, to produce, to learn, to be active with. So what we have to do as policymakers and with all the stakeholders, we have to organize and build a structured range with providers or partners. And we have to inform teachers and spread pedagogical proposals. So maybe if I have a quite time, I will go on the website to show what we've done. So we built a federated search engine asking to the providers to give an indexation on a profile, on a French ministry profile. We have a profile which name is School-Homme-FR. It's a profile based on the L'Homme-FR, because we want to be searchable. We want to be sure that the indexation could give us the opportunity to spread on different platforms, on different search engines, on different way to assure the interoperability. We speak everybody speak about interoperability, but when we are working on it, it could be quite difficult, but it's not so quite difficult if you prepared this. So indexation is very important for us. Also, we have to give the services to teach and learn, to build activities, and maybe is the way we are going on. Because when we launched the EduTech portal, we focused about how teachers could use and reuse. We were very cautious about the copyrights and the terms of using, and we focused also. We are with a portal here. It's not we don't have the resources on our own server. The server. So to be confident, every institution keep its own resources, and we take the we took sorry sorry, I missed my words, and we were confident with them. We say, if you don't want to, if we want to be sure, you can close your resources, and we will be it will be difficult for us to explain, but we are prepared to do this, and we did it like this. So we began 12, we are 30, so, and only always with 1 million per year. So the big challenges we have and we are working on are first, how can we guarantee the sustainability of the offer and its evolution? And we are working on a proposal to use, as you saw, we did the BRNE, les banques de ressources, and then we saw that the platform, that if you can use the contents in a platform and you can modify and you can work with it, it could be useful. So we will propose in a few weeks to our partners to do this, and we will see what they have to answer. And you have also, in the meantime, you have also to be sure and to measure the impact of the learning and the competencies of the learning and the using of these contents, because we have to be sure that it's useful and that everybody can do this. We have to maintain a collective effort and improve the EduTech offer. And also, and that's the reason why I asked to Milena Popova to come here, and I'm glad to see her from the Europeana. We are working with Europeana from 3 or 4 years ago. Then, yes, I'm finished. And we have to share the experience and to work together. I really think that we have to share and to work together to go further and to make a European action not only on copyrights but on experience to develop the key competencies, which is to teach and learn. And maybe if it's not for educational purposes, just like on the open educational resources or the open education, which is an ideal. I think we have to do step by step, and first for all our pupils, all our teachers, for schools, for teaching and learning. That's the way we have to struggle to go further, and I think we have to do this at the European level and not only at the national level, even if, as you know, we address 1 million teachers and 12 million students, which is a big challenge when we are developing a national portal, for example. So that's what we've done, and if you have any question about Europeana, we will share on the groups and after. So thank you.